Hello, this is Chris with PixelFreak.com, and we are continuing our walkthrough of Samurai vs. Zombies Defense. So in this video, we are looking at waves 20 through 24. Yeah, 24. I had to think there for a second. Not every single video is covering the exact same amount of waves. We're doing it more by time, trying to keep them all under 20 minutes. This is turning out to be a pretty long game. You know, playing through it, I didn't actually think about how long it was taking me, but wow, this is going to be hours of video, which is, I don't know, kind of cool, I guess. It's cool. It's nice to get the whole thing documented, I guess. Wow, that looks like a real good situation for lethargy. Oh, I got the front ones taken care of. I must have an upgraded sword this time. Yeah, hit him with it. Hit him with it. Yeah, perfect. Oh. Picking up coins is just feels so useless in this game. You know, when you beat enemies, each enemy's worth like, I don't know, 30 coins, 25 coins, something like that. But then each coin you pick up after the fact is only worth 1. It just seems like the most worthless mechanic in the world. Those leadership those leadership coins that they drop, they seem like they're much more valuable. Especially when you're zerging the farmers. Which I think this video doesn't cover that at all. That tactic isn't used ever here. I think in this video I use pretty much exclusively just Panzers and the Priest. Yeah. The unfortunate part about this tactic is with the Panzers, I'm forced to take care of the bombs myself. The Panzers, they're almost useless when trying to kill bombs. They're just too slow. They make really good defense though. And once you get the horseback riders, the Panzers are really cool because they'll sit and take all the beating while the horses do all the attack. The horse's attack is like crazy high. Don't use it. So it looks like in this wave, this is 20. This is 20. So this must be the first wave that I got the whirlwind on. I can't think, maybe it's called Cyclone, maybe it's called Whirlwind. I use it a decent amount. It's really good for clearing out flyers, especially when you don't want to have to use the archers. Archers can be expensive over time, you know? And it's if you can clean things up with solid arrows and a Cyclone or two, or a Whirlwind or whatever the hell it's called. He'll pick up a few bombs. He's pretty badass at killing bombs. He's fast enough. Oop, looks like my priest is dead. Yep. That's poorly timed, man. That priest is smoked. Oh, he stayed alive. That Nabuga guy. Got him. Nabunaga? Something like that. Oh, barely came in time. Oh, maybe I didn't see that Panzer there. Maybe that was it. I should be stepping back to take care of that flying squirrel. Oh, I got him with the... Whoa. I didn't see that first. Done. Take care of the rangers. Good. Got crazy there for a second. It's tough when you're in a situation like this where there's just so much going on. It's actually tough to see exactly what you should be killing. Good move there to go after the bombs. The village bowmen are actually really useful. I upgraded mine a little bit, and I used them. I strategically used them in some situations. So it looks like in this level, that was my tactic that I used, was just pretty much to hold on to those whirlwinds, hold on to those cyclones, and just use them when I had flying squirrels. It doesn't work as well if, like, later in the game when it's not quite as updated, or, I mean, if you choose not to update it, I guess, or level it up. When you get the flying demon guys, the whirlwind's not nearly as strong. But I wouldn't recommend you update it too much. Don't level it up more than once or twice, because later on at wave 40, you get an ability called Troop, and that ability will hurt anything on the ground and in the air, and it does hella damage. It's pretty. Yes, I did just say hella. That's the severity of it. It's crazy. But anyways, it does so much damage that it just wipes anything out, and it'll hit multiple guys. So once you get that, I mean, it'll make Whirlwind, any money you put into Whirlwind will just be wasted at level 40 because the troop is just super powerful. Yeah, see, right here, I'm having problems. And I ended up calling in archers. It was a good idea to call in those archers. The stars aligned right there just for a second so that I didn't lose. That was really close. Had those guys done a little bit more damage to that Panzer and taken that Panzer out, they would have wiped out my archers and they would have wiped out my priest. And then I would have been backtracking all the way back to the base, hoping that I can get enough leadership up to win. But it worked out, so I won. A lot of close calls with these tactics, and these middle levels, you know, you can go about it the way I went about it and try that way. And I wasn't spending a whole lot of money. As you can see, I'm back up to like 15K. So I wasn't spending a lot of money in these middle levels. I think that's also from really good luck in Pachinko, because I was down to 0 silver coins back at like wave 13 or something like that. But I had a few Pachinko balls, quite a few, and played the crap out of that game and ended up getting a whole bunch of money. But I just hold on to it. It looks like I updated something, but it was something small. It was only 2,000. So one mistake that I'm making right here is I haven't done that. I should have done that earlier. You got to go back there and kill that guy that's increasing their attack. Maybe it wasn't so much of a mistake, because if you can dodge them, you're okay. But as soon as you can't dodge anymore, I mean, if you had someone that was gonna hit you, you need to take out those guys that are increasing the attack. We'll say there's another one already, but my health is too low now, I can't even get back there. And if I try, I'm a moron. Good, I didn't even try. I was almost a moron. It was pretty close. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a moron. So yeah, these guys right here, they're thick-skinned, man. They take a lot of damage to take them down. Right about now is probably when I'm rethinking that whole, maybe I shouldn't be doing a walkthrough of this game because I'm about to get my ass kicked. If this is wave 21, how the hell am I going to finish this game? But it actually got easier as I went. Once I really started getting some serious money, it wasn't too bad. I don't know about that move. That was good. It was good that I went back there to do that. I'm probably standing in a stupid position because now I'm standing in front of the spear guys. Not bad though, taking out the sword guys, and the panzers are taking out the wheel. That's probably a pretty good strategy. Just stay the hell away from those wheel guys. I don't like to get anywhere near them. They just do so much damage. Not a good idea, by the way, to stand on the portal spawn. Though a weird thing happened one time when I was on the portal spawn. This is kind of a weird story. It might actually, I might have captured it here. I may not have. But one time I fought the enemies back, all the way back to their spawn. This is probably the last enemy right here. We'll just finish up this wave. Anyways, we were just like destroying them right in their own base. They dropped like 3 glue coins, the glue credits. 3 of them were dropped, like all one right after another. And I'm not sure if there was a glitch back there or if that was like I had a 4-leaf clover shoved up somewhere, or I don't know, something happened. But I ended up getting 3 coins like boom, boom, boom real fast. It was really weird. But in general, rule of thumb, don't do that. Don't go by the enemy base. You never know what the hell's going to spawn. You can't strategize for it. And yes, if you're doing a farmer's zerg, I mean, you can't help it if you have a zerg of your own allies up there, but don't force it. It's better to stay a little ways away from it. That way you can plan for what's coming. Wow, that wave really started out light. Okay, here we go. A little tougher stuff here. Yeah, I hate it when the bow, like sometimes when you're trying to get your bow to hit the right guy, sometimes it'll, like right there, you just hit the guy at the bottom. And it's like you really want it to hit the guy in the air. It's like whatever to the guy at the bottom because you got ground troops that'll come and get him. So it looks like I'm trying to take the strategy here. Oh man, stupid. Why did I do that? I should have just waited for... Get away, get away. You never... Okay, what I just did, you never want to do. You never want, when there's a huge line of bowmen, you never want to be in the front. Ever. Never, ever, ever. You either want a Panzer or Nabuanga guy or Farmer Zerg. You want one of them in front of you because they're going to bow the crap out of you. In the earlier levels, you can get away with that. In the later levels, you just can't. You'll take one shot. Like if there's like 4 or 5 bowmen there, if they hit you with one round, it'll be over half your health. So you can't do that. You need to lethargy, run in there, and just start tearing crap up. That's the only way that you'll get the bowman dead. You just, like right there, lethargy, run in, do some damage. He's like, no, I didn't use lethargy there. I just ran in and killed him. It's probably still an early enough level. I need to go back and correct myself. It's probably an early enough level right now where they're not taking off half my health, but you really have to be careful about the bowmen because they'll aim right at you, fire, and you'll just lose large chunks of health. It's about as smart as standing underneath a wheel. You just don't want to stand underneath those wheels. They're nasty. This is a good situation I have right here where I have the priest and he's healing my special Panzer guy. That's essentially what I think his name is Nabuanga. He's essentially just a Panzer, but like a super Panzer. So if you can get into a situation where you have him out in front, the priest behind you, and then maybe you're calling Panzers up slowly and then throwing in a few Rangers, if you can, or Archers, if you can get that situation set up, you're pretty golden. You'll have a pretty good chance of surviving. The problem is that that's kind of a hard strategy to execute. Oftentimes it doesn't work out the way you think it would. So horse guys. Note on the horse guys, on the horsemen. They're very strong, but they're real paper. I mean, they die pretty darn quick. So you really have to have them behind a Panzer. And I make the mistake, probably several times in these few levels here where I struggle, I make the mistake of letting them charge in. And you have to time them just right. The problem is that the Panzers are so damn slow, and the horsemen are so fast, the horsemen are going to run right past your Panzers and right up to the front lines. So you have to have a Panzer at the front line and more basically on the way to replace that Panzer because he's going to die before anybody gets up there, before you even call a horseman. So it's really hard to time all this out to where you have kind of this tank and attackers and healer in the back to set that up perfectly and get all your timings down. It's pretty tough to do. I think that's what Glue Mobile intended the strategy of the game to be, was that they wanted you to have this kind of very much like an MMO type game where you have a tank, a DPS, a healer, and then you go in there and everybody does their job. And you as the player, you really are controlling everything as far as timing is considered, and you have to control your own samurai. You're controlling, you know, your own attacks and your own defense and your own dexterous movements. So that's really tough. What ends up happening is that you end up finding shortcuts or easier ways to do it. For instance, the Farmer Zerg, which I use. Now, fighting against the zombie horse guys, that's a little rough. It gets really bad if you have like red guys out in front in a wheel, and then you get horse guys behind those, because then you have their horse guys, which they do some pretty severe damage. You can take out your Panzers pretty quick. You almost have to have your own horse guys to counterbalance it. Like right here. That looks hosed to me. Like that priest is toast, and Nabuanga, he's dead too. I would imagine they'll kill him. Ooh, I got a Panzer to back him up. Oh, they're not doing as much damage as I expected them to. He's still holding up okay. I tried using him like in like the 40s. Yeah, he's gonna die though. Tried to use him like in the 40s, and he went down so quick. Did not take very long. And the problem with him too is all these special NPC characters, all the little summon guys that are special ones, they don't. Here I have just a priest, so I summoned a priest just to die. That sucks. And there it is, right there, timing. That shows timing gone wrong. What the hell was I saying? Oh, all the special NPC guys, they all upgrade with nothing but gold. So you have to have gold glue credits to upgrade them. However, the farmers, all the way up through their last level, you can upgrade them with silver coins. I think the last upgrade was like 20,000 silver coins. And the cool thing about that is you can just grind out those silver coins. It's exactly what I did. When I ended the game, I had maximum level farmers, and they'll kick the crap. These panzers right here would get their ass beat by my farmers from the end of the game. They have way more health, they do way more damage, and they take forever to kill. So they're great. Makes me wonder what a panzer looks like when he's all decked out too, but I didn't go down that road. I might eventually. You know, I might. Once you beat the game, you're allowed to go back and play some of the old levels, and I show you that too. I show you how that mechanic works. That once I finish this walkthrough, I do the first level. You'll see it. You'll see it. I do the first level one more time. So here's 24. This is a little ways into it now. This is the last one from this this particular video. Yeah, and the lightning doesn't phase the horse riders. It really sucks. He should be quick work of them. I mean, they do a lot of damage, but they also don't have a lot of health, just like your horsemen. What did I call in? Did I call a horseman? I did. This is where I start to experiment with the horseman a little bit. And, you know, I'd used them before this too, but I was just kind of looking for a good strategy to share with the video. That's why you'll see, once I do get my strategy down, like I just run with it, because it does work really well, and you'll see how the whole thing works. I think it's once I get to, I don't know, it might be like level 35 or so. It's when I finally get down exactly what I'm going to do and just run with it. But this is working pretty good. I mean, what I really need right here that I haven't, see, now watch my horsemen just go down. They're gonna run into something pretty burls, and it's just gonna kill them. Yep, it does not take long to kill those guys. They have to have a tank in front of them. And then my healer showed up, so he's just there to die now. Unless a panzer or something shows up before. Oh. Just barely missed it. I think they're still gonna kill that. Ooh, they popped him back. Awesome. So he got to live. I probably hung out there longer than I should, but it worked out this time. See, now here's the problem too that you run into is that I could tell right there my healer was healing me. Anyways, instead of Nabuanga, which should have been healing. So that's it for this video. I will see you on the next one. Make sure to like my videos and subscribe to see more. Until next time, this has been Chris with pixelfreak.com.